I want to show you simple method and technique of developing just a simple tomato farm with around 500 seedlings, and with good calculation and you've taken care of well, you'll get good money out of that. So what you need is to prepare your land. Like you can see, you've already dug trenches. It's not necessarily you do the trenches. You can also make holes. The trench is just for the sake, it's for the sake of manualing and watering, holding water. The same function with the holes. That's why we did trenches. So what you need is prepare trenches. Then you have ready manure. In my case today, I'm using goat manure. Inside the trench, you apply manure, enough manure. You can see you apply enough manure. You apply manure in the trench as much as possible. When you apply as much as possible, manure is not poisonous to crop. In fact, you encourage more manure during transplanting. Then after that, after applying manure, this crop requires a lot of phosphorus for root development. So our first fertilizer that we apply before transplanting, you can either do it before transplanting or a few days after transplanting, but today we'll do it before transplanting. You do a phosphorus-rich fertilizer, and this is our fertilizer. We usually encourage 10 grams of fertilizer per seedling, or because the fertilizer is a slow-release fertilizer, we can use even 15 grams. In our case today, we will use a hard full of fertilizer in this trench. 2 handful of fertilizer in this trench. For the sake of demonstration, 2 handful. Then after that, you mix the manure. You mix the manure, the soil. You mix the manure and the soil to prevent the fertilizer from burning up the roots of the crop or of the seedling. You do the mix up. Our soil is a little bit muddy, so that's why you see some complication when mixing up. But yes, it's supposed to be thorough. It's supposed to be a thorough practice. You do the mix up. Do the mix up of manure. You make sure it's thoroughly mixed. You mix the soil, the manure and the fertilizer. You mix it well. Make sure it's well mixed. It's well mixed. You mix the manure, the fertilizer and the soil. Then from that, you can decide to water the trench or to water the old trench and transplant, or the vice versa. First, before watering, you take your seedlings. You can see I have very healthy tomato seedlings. You just pick the healthy ones. This seedling now, it's ready. As you can see, it's very healthy, direct from the seed raiser. So you plant your seedlings by use of hand. You plant the seedling, and the spacing of this seedling, or planting the seedling, is usually, we encourage around 60 centimeters from plant to plant, which according to us 60 centimeters is up to this point. 60 centimeters. You should be accurate on this, because these are some of the things that will affect the growth of the plant in future. So you make sure there is a good space for that. That is 60 centimeters up to this. And when you're planting the seedling, make sure you don't need to place the roots of the seedling. You just make a small hole. Then you cover it lightly with the soil, and the seedling, because seedling at the end of it will find a way to make a good root network. So those are the simple methods of planting the seedlings. Okay, now after that, after planting your seedlings, after the seedlings are ready, you take your water. You come with your water. You can use a watering can, or you can use a hose pipe like this one that I'm using, and make sure your seedlings are thoroughly watered. This is one to reduce the shock of the seedling. We reduce the shock of the seedling in order for the seedling now to have a good adaptation on its new field. Once that is done, make sure the seedling is well watered, not just watering, it's well watered. After watering it well, then I think after watering it, this is the first day of our seedling in the farm, and all necessary action should be taken in order now to protect the seedlings from all fungal diseases and cutting pests. Because after this, our first action is to make sure we drench a fungicide that will protect it against fungal infection, and a pesticide that will control it against cutting insects. Till next time, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos for you to learn. Thank you.